Well, all right, here we are once again. I'm Pastor Bobby D. Hamilton, and you know what day it is. If you see my sweaty face, you know it is Move Monday. This is the day that we set aside to encourage one another, not condemn one another, to actually move. And if you're in the greater Houston area, I want to encourage you to move because it is hot. It is so hot out here today, and it's going to even get hotter. It's 105 in the shade. And of course, that's hyperbole, but it feels like that. It feels like that. I'm Pastor Bobby D. Hamilton from Friendship Community Church in Sweet Sugar Land, and this is Move Monday, and I've started moving, and I encourage you to move. And I've been hearing from so many of you about your moving. I've been hearing about your move activities, and I just praise God for you just taking the courage to really do something just creative. I'm going to encourage you today to diversify. That with it being as hot as it is and as humid as it is, and I know that some of you, I've heard from you, you got shoulder pain, you got back pain, you got calf pain, you just got pain on top of pain, so you can't do what you normally do. Some of you cannot go to the gym, and that's okay, that's okay. I'm going to ask you just to do what you can do. If that's a swim, do that swim. If that's simply using your bands, your weight bands, use your weight bands. You don't have to use those heavy weights. You can use your actual body weight. What about this? What about one push-up today? What about one sit-up today? What about one calf raise today? What about stretching today? That's a novel idea. What about simply stretching? Stretching your joints, stretching your body. What about trying that today? I'm just saying whatever you're doing. In fact, I'd like to hear from you. What is your move activity for today? And who's doing it with you? Many of you are solo workout artists, and yet some of you work out in groups. I see you walking, I see you riding. And so just encourage the viewers today to tell them what you're doing. Maybe you got a novel idea that you can share with someone. They would love to hear your idea. Maybe you're in an older season of life, and you've learned a way to really move and at the same time protect yourself from injury. Or maybe you're one of those young guns or one of them young gunettes, and you go at this thing, you get this thing hard. You got to do tour days. Share that. What are you doing? What are you doing to take care of your body, to modulate your body? I understand we're trying to make sure that we eat right and all that, but what are you doing with your body? What are you doing to take care of this temple that God gave to you? And you know that on Move Monday, I always kind of have to kind of breathe again from the message on yesterday. Yesterday, I preached a message. I'm in a series talking about the next chapter, that God's still writing a new chapter in our lives, and how even post all the protocols of pandemic, that God's doing something fresh with us, but we got to be open to the freshness by faith. And yesterday I talked about that old provocative, penetrating question about purpose, about why am I here? Why are you here? If you've never nestled up in a corner, ask yourself that question. But today I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to take some time, some personal time, and answer that provocative question, which is, why am I here? Purpose. You know that in Jeremiah chapter 1, verses 4 through 10, I preached about doing what you're here to do. God called this young man named Jeremiah to be a prophet to the nations. And I told you about how his family was a family of priests. But God called him to do something that was not priestly. It was hand-me-downs don't totally fit. They're not custom-made hand-me-down. In other words, they're not snug. They're a little loose. They're a little long. They don't fit. Yeah, you can wear them, but they don't really fit right. Why am I talking about hand-me-down? Because many times when it comes to purpose, when it comes to our reason for existing, when it comes to our God-given assignment, we're simply wearing hand-me-downs. We're wearing what somebody else put on us. We're wearing what somebody else gave to us. We're trying to wear what somebody else told us. We're trying to wear what someone else looks like. And I'm saying God has uniquely designed you. You have gifts, talents, abilities, personalities, experience. God has uniquely made you and gifted you and crafted your mind, crafted a time and a circumference of space for you to serve him in this season. And yet you're so caught up trying to be like somebody else, doing something else. God did not assign you for that. And that's why it don't fit, because it's a hand-me-down. But there's something with your name on it. Listen, before you get out of here, before you leave planet Earth, you gotta find out what is your purpose. Not the purpose that you pick for yourself. what purpose did God pick for you? And you got to be about our Father's business. Oh, I'm talking to somebody because some of you in your 30s, some of you in your 50s, some of you in your 70s, and the truth be told, you've never found your purpose. You have found a job, you've had a lucrative job, you got a nice house, a nice car, you got some wonderful children, but you've never ever been able to answer what's your question, what's your purpose, your passion. What is it about? What is that thing? It's not about money. It can't be money. It's not about security, because following God's will is never just laced with security. It's a dangerous proposition. But yet, the purpose of it, I know my purpose. I know what God has outfitted me for. Do you know? If you don't know, go back and look at that sermon from yesterday on YouTube. I preached talking about doing what you're here to do. And go back and look at it, download, listen to it. I'm going to be teaching more about that on Wednesday night. You got to get out of these hand-me-downs. He told Jeremiah exactly what he had for him. And God has something uniquely for you. And you got to find out what that is, because it'll never fit. It'll never work till you find your purpose. And your purpose that's rooted in him, that brings him glory and brings him honor. Oh, I can't wait to see you on Wednesday night. I can't wait to hear your response to how you're moving today. It's hot. I'm about to go and get some H2O, and not just one bottle, but 2 bottles or 3 bottles. But most of all, I want you to move today and tell somebody, I want you to be able to do what you're here to do. Tell somebody about friendship, which is a place to begin a day, begin again. Move, move, move. Wow, what a great day.